have a limited amount of time.
Yeah, there's that property right.
Where does that fall on the agenda? Be able to plug into it now. Not going to happen.
Level 3 main terminal near the entrance to gates 1 through 59.
Please make yourselves comfortable. If there's anything I can get for you, just let me know.
Oh, okay.
I understand the other group has just landed and they'll be right in.
Wonderful. I wish legal had reviewed the original documents in time for us to hand carry them.
Like we don't have anything else to carry?
Yeah, right. Okay, that's done. Phone the airline, make sure they have our number here. And meanwhile, we have to get organized. We have a lot of points to cover before, what's our flight time?
5:30. We leave here 4:30 latest.
Do you mind if I rearrange the agenda just a little bit? You know, I'm supposed to get to these contracts on the plane, but I couldn't. You know, I was supposed to have an aisle seat, too.
Hello, this is Miss
Okay,
Johnson.
get started. We can move it back, but let's make sure we leave plenty of time to cover all the points we want to cover on this merger.
Wonderful.
When do you expect that flight in?
I just need a few minutes so I can get
All
all
right.
this put together.
Please call us as soon as you find out.
Frank, how you doing? Hey, bring your sharp pencil with you today. You're gonna need it. Hey, Alicia. It's good to see you. Adam, how's your flight?
Very nice to see you. Well, not too bad.
Not too bad?
No. No, indeed.
Excuse me. Mr. Freeman, you have a phone call on line 1 from the airline.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
That's our documents.
Could be our things. If you'll excuse me just a moment, I apologize.
Okay, if you remember, item number 2 is a license agreement for the Peoria area.
What we're gonna do is we'll take over the manufacturing.
You know, I've got some numbers. I think that would clarify it better than anything. Let me go.
Frank, do we need to take a little break here?
I apologize.
Linda, did you get my fax? Got it. Yes, sir.
Town. Okay. All right, how are we doing on time?
Well, we just need to...
Great.
But we're doing okay.
If those issues seem in order, perhaps we can go on to the next item.
Yeah, catering arrived yet. Okay, great. I think we're ready in here, so why don't you have them send it in? Thanks. If I could suggest a little lunch, I think we're all about ready for it.
Oh, that's a great idea. You know, the only thing I had on the plane was a cup of coffee.
Short but hungry.
Just a little.
Hey, if it's as long as it's here, I guess we might as well eat it.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, what can I get for you? It looks like we've got, which would you like?
Roast beef. It's just...
There you go.
That's good.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Get your set.
Now look, we're not going to be sitting face to face with these guys for another 6 weeks.
At least.
If we try to do it by the mail, they're going to put it off until then. So if we're going to do it, we have to do it now or forget it. 60 days is going to cost us, what, $4 million?
If not more.
Okay, let's get after it right now.
So what do you think about what's going on here?
Let's just stick to our guns. This is much too critical to hurry.
You got everything under control.
Exactly.
Listen, we really need to move on. We have a lot of ground to cover, okay?
Let's pick it up where we left off. Item 6, the foreign rights. This is a very important part of this deal, and we haven't really spent any time on it.
I don't know. It's 3 o'clock now. By the time we finish this, we might not have enough time to review the merger.
Call the airline and see if we can get a later flight out tonight.
All right.
Good idea.
Okay. Well, if we have agreement on those points, I'd like to move along to the financials. As we see it, this is a win-win situation for both companies. With the property that's on the line and the foreign rights, you guys have a distinct advantage.
That's why we're here.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Can I speak to you, ma'am?
Yeah.
Bad news. There's only 2 flights. One is at 6 o'clock. It's a direct flight. But the other's at 7 o'clock in Toronto with a 2-hour layover.
Okay, look, do this. Book both flights. Worst case scenario is we've got 90 minutes. If we go straight to the cash flow portion of the deal, we can hammer it out and be on our way.
We've got Chicago in the morning.
I know.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
This is it. You're right.
Okay, let's just
We're booked.
Okay, great. Okay, guys, the crunch is off for a little while. We booked a later flight. Now, shall we continue?
Sure. Before we get on to the merger, I really think we need to look at item 8 on the agenda. According to the specifications, if we acquire all the property at once, it's going to be a major tax problem for us this year. Linda has a slideshow, some information about the properties and how this will affect it. So, I'll turn it over.
How exciting!
Okay, let's see. Okay, here we have our Bridgeport plant. Let's see, it's about 5:30. Do we need a short break?
No, 2 minutes.
Okay.
What do you think?
What I think is if we miss that 7 o'clock flight,
We won't be there in Chicago in the morning. You know what we win here, we're gonna lose there.
that's an important meeting.
This was an important meeting.
Look, we've got 30 minutes to wrap it up and get ourselves to the airport.
We need to just cut our losses. These guys would love to drag this thing out until midnight. Let's go after it. Okay, gents, get out your pens. It's time to lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Great.
Okay.
Are you saying that you don't want to talk about your additions to the merger?
The agreement will stand as is.
Well, that's an agreement that I can sign. Frank, I really appreciate you being reasonable about this.
Well, do what we can.
Adam, you'll get out a cleaner copy of those little adjustments.
So you're doing a lot of traveling now?
All the time. Chicago just doesn't end.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure.
Alicia?
Thanks, Chris. Alicia.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Chris.
Alicia.
Thank you for coming out.
Bye-bye.
Have a good
Bye-bye. It was great.
Thanks for your help. Thanks for appreciate it. Have a good flight.
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Can you believe that? That's
So, we got it.
We got everything.
Thanks very much.
Adam, you got the tickets?
Things went well today.
That's because we had time to deal.
Now here's how the deal shook out. We did defer the tax liabilities